Hey everyone, it's RevTrev from Kempner Canucks. So excited. Today has been insane. I am absolutely shocked that we moved Mikheyev. Are you kidding me? I just made a video, I don't know, maybe a month ago, maybe less, calling the mess of Mikheyev and talked about the three options and just saying trading Mikheyev is almost impossible. Impossible. Who in their right mind would want to trade Mikheyev? I would want to trade for Mikheyev when he's got 4.75 million remaining on his contract for the next 2 years. He scored 1 goal in 60 games. That's right, 1 goal in 60 games, and he's just returned from a massive ACL injury, and he's not back to his normal self. Nobody wants to do that, and I said in that video that the only way we're going to do that if we put a sweetener. And I was against us trading a second or first round pick for Mikheyev. I'm like, that is the worst idea possible. But in saying that, moving Mikheyev is actually the right move because they were able to pull off some other parts of the deal. Now, I want you to know Mikheyev has a no trade clause or no movement clause, whatever it is, has waived his movement no trade clause. Okay, that Rick Dollywall just tweeted this out right now. So the deal is done, and here's the deal: the Blackhawks get Mikheyev, a second round pick, and pending UFA Sam Lafferty, like the rights to Sam Lafferty, for the fourth round pick. And I don't know what if it's this year or next year. Probably next year. I didn't get those details. Whatever it is, this year, next year, it doesn't matter. What we did was we removed 4.75 million. Unfortunately, we had to give up a second round pick, but what it means is this. It means that we have cap space to sign someone else. Now, here's the thing that's wild. The Canucks couldn't move Mikheyev, but Milstein, and who's the agent of Mikheyev and Zadorov, said, let me try. And those things have never worked. It's like, Garland's agent or Brock Besser's agent, whoever it is, they're like, hey, you have permission. They don't get the deals done because the teams have already done their due diligence and it doesn't work. So how did Milstein pull off? I don't know. But basically, and then the other side, which I think is tied to this story, is that Milstein said, we are patient and waiting to see if we can sign with Vancouver. And then he says, hey, can I also, for my other player that I'm the agent for with Mikheyev, can I try to get him traded? And they pulled it off. The Chicago Blackhawks pulled it off. Okay, so when I'm driving home, I hear this news, okay? And it says, incoming trade, Chicago Blackhawks and Vancouver Canucks. And I'm like, my first thought, I'm not even kidding you, was please let it be Bedard. Please let it be Bedard. Oh, please let it be Bedard. Bedard for Pettersson, I've been saying we should be doing for a while now. I know that Chicago would never do that, but you never know. It's like Chicago and Vancouver, it could be. Then my second thought was, it's going to be Mikheyev. And then my third thought was, that means we're signing Zadorov. And I'm telling you, I've been saying for forever that we are going to be signing. Listen, this just in, again for the 1000th time from RevTrev, Zadorov is going to resign in Vancouver. A signing is incoming. Now, a lot of you, when you heard about this trade, your first thought was Gensel. Your first thought was Reinhardt. Your first thought was whatever player you want to add to that. And I think that's totally fine. I think the Canucks are going for a big fish on a winger on July 1st. I wholeheartedly believe that. Whether we can land one or not is a different story. I think we could go and get Zadorov and Gensel. I really do believe that we can get them both. But if we can't, it's not because we got Zadorov. It's because Gensel is looking to go somewhere else. And LeBron said that, Pierre LeBron said that that Carolina's still trying to trade for Gensel, or sign Gensel. They'd already traded for him. So I don't think Gensel is a slam dunk at this stage. Would we love to have him? Absolutely. I love the fact that we don't have to trade for Gensel. We don't have to give up any assets. Just like the Lindholm trade, we gave up so many assets and it didn't work out. He never re-signed. I hate rental players and I hate buyouts, and I hate sweeteners on trades. Those are the three things I do not like. But sometimes you have to do it to make your team great and to make your team be able to compete. And I would love it if we can land Gensel. I think this is the ideal time. If you want to get Gensel, now is the time. So I'm super pumped, cannot wait, hoping that it is going to do a big, huge domino effect. A lot of people, they're saying, we're going to go and get Joshua. No, we're not. I'm sorry, but he's not going to sign in Vancouver, everyone. I mean, if he wants $4 million, you got to send him packing, right? And a lot of people will say the same thing when it comes to Zadorov. He wants too much money, let's send him packing. And the reason why they say that is he's a third pairing defenseman. No, he's not. No, he's not. He literally in the playoffs, they played him the second line pairing. Why? Because he's good. He's a second line pairing guy. How much do you pay for people in the second line? A good chunk of money. So I'm just saying, all these narratives, and everyone thinks that they know, and I guess I'm guilty of all this because I think I know some things. But I'm telling you right now, I think this is all tied with Milstein and Mikheyev and Zadorov and the Canucks. And then after that, boy, I would be thrilled if we could get Gensel. I'd be thrilled if we could get Reinhardt. Why would he ever leave? Like, think about that. Why would he ever leave? Just scored the game-winning goal. There's no tax in Florida. Whatever they're going to offer him, they're going to offer him fair market value. If not, he's on his way out. He's partying right now, and then he's going to be going somewhere else. Oh, that would be awful. I'd love Reinhardt to be on our team, to play with Pettersson. We need somebody to play with Pettersson. And part of Pettersson's struggles, I think, was playing with Mikheyev all last year. But, I mean, he had Kuzmenko, he had Höglander, he had all kinds of line partners. Lindholm, nothing really clicked for him in the second part of the season. People are saying, well, he was injured. Okay, well, whatever. We're going to find out this year. We're going to go get a guy. We're going to get a winger. But some people, maybe we can't land the Reinhardt, the Gensels. What about Stamkos? I know he's older. Just sign him for 2 more years. He's got all the experience. He's got all the pedigree. That would be a great guy. Marchessault, I love that guy. I mean, again, older, couple years, contract, just give it to him. Let him go. Let him play. Let him have some fun. So, I don't know. I'm dying to know what you think. Post it in the comments. But there's other players like Toffoli that could come our way. A lot of people have talked about DeBrusque. They've talked about Arvidsson. They've talked about... There's so much that can happen on July 1st. I can't wait for July 1st to happen. But before that, I believe that Zadorov will sign as a Vancouver Canuck before July 1st. And then we're going to go get someone else. And then everyone's saying we need to get Myers as well. I think by freeing up this cap space, we are going to get Zadorov and Myers and a big fish winger. That's what I'm predicting. The cap space is there. We will see what happens. It might not work out the way I want it or you want it, but I think Alvin and Rutherford are going to try to make it keep. The window is now, so they got to make things happen now. They're willing to give up some draft picks now to make sure that they have a chance to win, to contend, to possibly be in the finals, to possibly to win. That's the goal here. It's not to be in the second round and lose in Game 7. It is literally, we are trying to improve and make this team better. And here's the holes, and this is how we're going to fill it. Again, exciting news. I cannot believe, I'm shocked that we moved Mikheyev. Hope you're having a great day. And thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe, and go Canucks go.